Do you think the governor has communicated this stuff well? I think that's been one of the bigger criticisms was, back on Friday, just a week, barely a week ago, there was no order coming. And then by Monday, there was an announcement of the order coming. What do you think about the governor's communication on this so far?
No, listen, and I know I have enormous sympathy for them. They're working very hard. I do want to give a shout out to both his Secretary Palm and her deputy were kind enough to do telephone town halls with my district. It was very generous of them to take that time and do it. And they are all working in good faith to keep Wisconsin safe in a very difficult time. But I do think it's fair to say that well, a few things. One, I know for a fact that the executive order to refuse accepting any more inmates at our state prisons caught all of my sheriffs off guard and created a ton of confusion. So even if you agreed with it, I think you could concede that it should have been socialized and communicated better by a lot of people that were affected by it. And I think the same is true for the safer at home order. I think it caught a lot of our state legislators by surprise. It certainly confused a lot of my businesses. And I think the governor's discovering how difficult it is to draw the line between essential and non-essential, right? I mean, I have
It must be
businesses.
called non-essential.
That's right. That's right. I mean, I have businesses in my district who you'd think, well, they don't seem essential, but then you learn that they supply audiovisual equipment for the hospital and for the police department. And so you can make an argument that everyone's essential. And I get it. You're telling restaurants and bars in Wisconsin they're not essential. Well,
Right.
maybe for the broader public, but certainly for the owner, for the employees, nothing could be more essential than their livelihood, which the government is actively destroying right now. So, it's a crisis. There are deficiencies. We're learning. We talked about testing. There's a lot of blame to go around for that. So I'm not putting it all on the governor and his team. I would say the delegation, everyone's trying to work together, Democrats or Republicans. But in times like this, we really do need full transparency. We need energy. And this is
Yeah.
part of, and to get back to why I wrote this piece, I think the governor and leaders need to, if they're asking Wisconsin to sacrifice, at least show us what is the light at the end of this tunnel. I think Wisconsinites are prepared to sacrifice if you give them a theory of victory.
A
Right now,
vision.
we're
Yep.
kind of just like we're in this fetal position.
Yep.
We're inside. It feels like we're on defense. And I don't like that feeling, right?
Yeah.
I'm not discounting the health experts. I want to do whatever I can to heed their expertise. But at some point, we got to go on offense.